Okay, so you disconnect the battery from the main lead here,
Yes.
and there's a square versus a round.
Yes.
So super simple.
Yes. Same thing there.
I usually plug this in first because see how I'm trying to plug this in. This is moving all over the place,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't plug this one, because these little wires you can't pull on them, you know, or else you can rip them out. So I typically hook the battery up first because this is heavy duty enough and strong enough. It can move around without causing any kind of damage. And then I bring it down here. I get it where I can see the little chrome wires. And I go all the way to the edge.
Left.
All the way to the left side, just like you're reading. Let's see, maybe I could turn it like this and you can see it better.
Can
They
you
just
just
make
go ahead?
those wires so darn short, it's ridiculous. And
I
then
can see it.
And then it automatically goes to the battery it is.
Yep.
It's a LiPo 4S, 500 milliamp.
Yes.
And just let it sit there. It turns on, the fan comes on and off on its own. It automatically shuts off, but you never want to leave them running for hours and hours. That's a bad idea. So it shouldn't ever take more than an hour to charge one of these batteries.
Okie doke.
So after you're done with this battery, then you'll just unplug the battery on the other side and do it.
Okay.
And then to make this
Is there an order of operation of what you unplug or plug in first or
They
second?
said you can plug them in. It doesn't matter which one you plug in or out first. But you can see how it's got that big bump on the bottom right there. There's a little bump right there.
Yeah.
Right where my finger is.
Yes.
So that means the little bumps here always, you know, they go, you match the bumps up.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the smooth parts on the top, see it's smooth, and you'll see the
Yes.
chrome. You just plug that guy right in there,
Okay.
and it's a pain in the butt. And if
chrome
it is
goes up.
Stop. The metal
Yes.
portion is facing up.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Move on. So this one,
so you can see it as you plug it in. Same thing. You just unplug it.
there's no order of
No,
operation.
no, you can do whatever you want, however you want, whichever way you want. And if it's too much of a pain, you can just loosen these up. And
No.
this is why I hate doing them. I hate undoing the battery there. So because all it is just that cord is so darn short. So
Right.
maybe it's easier to do it this way. Oh yeah, it is easier to do it this way. You can see it a little better because you can actually see the little pins right there. If you're
Yeah. Yeah.
spin it towards
I
the mom
got
so
it.
she can see it. See how you can see the pins right there? You just slide it right in,
Yes.
you know, and then just grab hold of the plastic to pull it out. It comes in and out pretty easy.
Uh-huh.
But it's automatically going to go to the correct battery every time. And then after you plug that all in,
Let's make it clear.
This doesn't
Just a
disconnect
second.
from-
Just
Yeah,
a
that
second.
disconnects.
Just a
Yes.
second. This does not plug back in anywhere after this has been charged.
Yep.
You leave it open and clear
Yep.
as the lid of the RC car goes on. This does not have to plug in anywhere. This is only for charging. This will be the same as you pull
yeah,
this
you still
out.
take it apart just the same to charge
Both
it.
of these are part of the charging
Yeah, your mom
mechanism.
knows.
And then only this has to
that
be
one will go on the right side.
No, you can put it on number one.
either way.
You could do both batteries at the same time, but these wires are so short, you'd
Okay.
never be able to get them in there.
Right.
So
Always use channel number one because it's going to give you the fastest and highest charge.
Okay.
So just use number one every time.
and when you're done charging, only this large item has to be reconnected. This right here does not have to be reconnected anywhere in the car.
Yeah. This doesn't go into anything.
Okay. This disconnects for charging this one.
Yep.
This one disconnects for charging the one on the right.
No,
you can
they
char-
can
you just
both
charge 'em
be
all on
on
number
channel
one.
Charge
one.
them. Okay. With
Yeah, in fact,
That
we
guy.
can even pull that out so you only have one sitting in there. And just leave it in the box, then you're always going to just charge it on number
Okay.
one.
okay.
And then the next step is you turn this thing on first. The button's right here.
Yep.
And then after you got it turned on, then that's when you turn this on.
Okay.
You give it 10 seconds to let it talk to itself.
And then it'll even tell you how full the batteries are in here. And then, hey, Cujo.
Okay.
Hey,
And then to turn
Don.
off.
Hey.
And then to turn off, it's the exact opposite. You turn off
matter.
the
Turn 'em off,
car
you can just turn 'em off either
first,
Doesn't really matter.
and then the remote. So this now is what you turn off first. And then this button here
On the back.
is what you press and hold to turn off the remote. Remote first, on, car first to turn off. It's all on the video.
Yeah.
You're
It
golden.
doesn't really matter. You can.
Let's show her how to put the top on.
She doesn't need to. Your mom's not gonna. She doesn't care if the top's on, and she's not gonna drive all crazy.